Summertime at Ocean Downs means sire stakes action burning up the half-mile oval with some hot purses. So let's get right into some competition for our Freestate bred horses with recent finals going to post, each of them with a purse of $87,500. First, we'll check out our Maryland-sired sophomore Filly Trotters in an early non-wagering race on this Ocean Downs card.
They won a half mile in 58-4 with 1 lap to go, and only I Exist and Russell Foster still maintaining a 3.5 length lead with 3/8 to go. Emily's Lockkeeper will have to quicken now as they head down the backstretch. Far behind is New Concept as they move towards 3/4, and only I Exist continues to pad her lead. It's now up to 5, now it's up to 6. Emily's Lockett making no impression here as they get to 3/4 in 1:27-4, 29 seconds in that quarter, and only I Exist opening up here at will. Only I Exist, she's a perfect 5 for 5 here this season, and she's looking to make it 6 for 6, and it's all Only I Exist isolated on the lead. And what a good-looking filly here. Only I Exist continues to dominate, and she's going to win it, and she's going to win it well. It's Only I Exist taking the Maryland Sire Stakes with 3-year-old fillies from Emily's Lockett in a final time of 1:56.3.
Only I Exist, owned, bred, and trained by Richard Hands, won in an absolute romp by 21 lengths in 1:56.3. This was her 12th win in 13 lifetime starts. The daughter of Y'all Beneath Me, who has now won over $250,000 in her young career, was driven to victory by Russell Foster.
She's going to win, and she's going to win it well. It's Only I Exist taking the Maryland Sire Stakes, 3-year-old fillies from Emily's Lockett. And this is the winner's circle. I think you like the presentation. Excellent. Only I Exist taking the Maryland Sire Stakes, 1-3 final time, 1:56.
Congratulations, what'd she like to drive?
She's a little grabby, but once you get through the first turn, she's 2 fingers. Everything's good after that.
All right, nice job, lifetime mark.
Thank you.
Moving on, we'll bring in our sophomore Freestate bred male pacers, vying for the winner's share of the $87,500 purse.
So they went a half mile here in 58-2, second quarter, 29-4, and off stride around the turn when Clogs for Real. Clogs for Real is off stride, but is back pacing now, but has a lot to do as Tony Babe rolls right along here in the opener. Tony Babe, a length and a half. Every chance for Pete's for Real if he's good enough. And next and now third is the editor, and trying to catch the field is Clogs for Real. Tony Babe has led every step of the way here. They go 3/4 in 1:27-1, leaving the backstretch. Tony Babe, Pete's for Real, coming to challenge on the outside. 3 lengths back to the editor third, and Clogs for Real not getting involved. Coming to the top of the stretch here in the Maryland Sire Stakes final for 3-year-old Colts and Geldings. It is Tony Babe trying to fend off Pete's for Real. Tony and Pete to settle the score. Tony Babe's almost home. Tony Babe.
Tony Babe, owned, bred, and trained by Ron Short, went from wire to wire for the 1:55-4 win with the driving services of John Roberts. The son of Rusty's for Real is out of the mare Aunt Babe. Now this is her second foal, and her first is another Maryland bred champion we're very familiar with, and that's Babes All In.
Tony Babe and Roberts still in front. Buying his time though is Pete for Real. For Real, Tony and Pete to settle the score. Tony Babe's almost home. Tony Babe. Pete for Real. First race winner, Tony Babe.
So how'd
the breeding come together?
I raised his mother. His mother was a good mare. She broke her bone, so I raised her. She's had 2 so far. They both win the sire stakes. Babes All In and Tony Babe. They're both pretty nice horses.
All right. Yeah, we saw Babes All In on the show. Congratulations on your big win, man.
Thank you. I got good help, Amanda.
Good help in Amanda Malone. That's right. You just got props, Amanda. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Any special words for post time?
We just appreciate you guys being here with us on this big night.
He looked like the only one who really showed any speed on the front, so this was the plan, right?
That was always the plan. So the plan worked out for once.
Up next, we'll check out our Maryland 3-year-old Colt and Gelding Trotters in their Sire Stakes final at Ocean Downs.
The half mile is up in 58-1. Trying to bridge the gap in the pocket is the War Pony as they circle the clubhouse turn. Well within striking range third is KJ Dash. And then it's a big break of about 9 or 10 lengths back to KJ All Trot with Locked Out and Keep On Playing. And that trio has lost contact with the top trio. They move down the backstretch. Geralds A Keeper in command here by 2 lengths on War Pony, who will have every chance if he's good enough. A break of 2 to KJ Dash third, and they've checked in at 3/4 in 1:28, 29 and 4 third quarter as Geralds A Keeper looks to put it away. Geralds A Keeper, War Pony down to the outside, finishing with interest is KJ Dash leading the game, top of the stretch. Geralds A Keeper trying to see it through, far outside KJ Dash. Down toward the inside is War Pony. It's still Geralds A Keeper holding firm. Geralds A Keeper just too good and takes the Maryland Sire Stakes final. Won it by 1.5 lengths at the end.
Geralds A Keeper, owned by Kesley Wager, trained by her dad, John Wagner, and bred by her mom, Pam Wagner, won this rich event in 1:58. The son of Lockkeeper set off all the teletimers for the 2-length victory with Trae Porter in the driver's seat. Although this trotter was winless last season, he has now blossomed as a 3-year-old, and this was his 6th win out of 7 starts in 2024.
Geralds A Keeper looking to make it 6 wins and 7 starts. And now another place here looking to make it 3 in a row. On the inside is War Pony. It's still Geralds A Keeper holding firm. Geralds A Keeper just too good to take the Maryland Sire Stakes final. Won it by 1.5 at the end. The lead driver, John Wagner.
This horse was 0 for 7 last year, and now this year really looks great. So what's the change around?
Another year.
Another year?
Yeah.
All right.
He was immature, sore.
Okay. And so would you turn him out and?
Yeah, turned him out. Got a better driver. That helped.
All right, well, let's hear from the driver. Tonight, big win. Easy peasy?
Pretty much. This man brings them to the track ready for me. All I gotta do is sit there and look good.
And finally, it's our 3-year-old Filly Pacers we're gonna check out in their rich event, heading to post with a purse of $87,500.
As they get a half mile in 58-1, 29 and 4 second quarter for Fancy Like That. And she's looking to keep the winning streak going here. Fancy Like That in control. A length and a half, but creeping a bit closer, though, is your Grace Found Me. And far behind in third is Marissa For Real. They move down the backstretch, and the leader remains Fancy Like That. Fancy Like That appear to be pulling up there. At the back of the field was COVID For Real. COVID For Real is out in the center of the track and is going to have to move from there very quickly. They've gone 3/4 in 1:27 and 2. Drivers, please be aware, there's There's a horse out in the forepath there as they come towards the top of the stretch. It's Fancy Like That with an insurmountable lead of about 10 on Your Grace Found Me as they come into the stretch. Again, drivers, just watch that horse that's pretty much walking in the lane. It's Fancy Like That cruising home here. Fancy Like That takes the Maryland Sire Stakes. It was never in doubt.
Fancy Like That, owned and bred by Casey Bendix and Virginia Marvel, led the way around the Ocean Downs half-mile oval en route to a dominant 12-length victory. The daughter of Rusty's For Real has now made just shy of $200,000 in her 2 years on the track. She's trained by Casey Bendix and driven by John Ali.
Your Grace Found Me. Versa For Real still out the strong wins from there as they get a half mile in 15.19. Takes the Maryland Sire Stakes. It was never in doubt. Into here at Maryland Sire Stakes final 3 like a presentation in the winner's circle for the connection of Fancy Like That. Casey Bendix and Virginia Marvel. That's on Salisbury, Maryland.
Tell me about Fancy Like That.
Oh, she is a temperamental, pure mare, but I love her to death.
Now, are you the breeder too?
Yes, we are.
Tell me that story. You had the mare then?
We have the mare, and we actually have 4 full sisters to her.
Oh, how exciting!
Yes.
Is this the biggest race you've ever won?
Yeah.
Well, that's so great. What a great run with her. You know what I mean? Like,
Yes.
This year has been awesome.
Oh.
Congratulations. What's her next deal?
I'm not sure where we're going from here.
All right, well, we'll keep our eye on her.
Thank you.
Thank you. John Casey says she's temperamental. Is she like that to drive too?
She can be on a bad day, but she always shows up and races good.
A big post-time congratulations goes out to all of the Maryland Sire Stakes final winners at Ocean Downs.